Rappers killed in their own neighborhood. Generally, when rappers become successful, it is not uncommon to see them move out their neighborhoods and break ties with their communities. While this understandably opens them up to criticism from friends and family, it is not usually the selfish decision that most paint it to be. The change in lifestyle that financial success brings often opens rappers up to jealousy and envy from within their communities. A situation which has arguably ruined the lives of some celebrities who seek to give back to their communities but get sucked in career-ending sabotage and scandal. With the gun violence at an ever upward trend, the tendency has even caused the death of some prominent celebrities. Here are 5 rappers killed in their very own neighborhood. If it is your first time here, welcome. Please subscribe to our channel, and if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and share it. Number 1. Proof. One of the most celebrated rappers from Detroit, former Eminem hype man and co-founder of Shady Records, took his last breath in his very own neighborhood. The touching scene from the music video for Eminem's hit song, Toy Soldiers, of the rapper taking a hail of bullets in the drive-by shooting was based in the events of the rapper's last moments. During a pool game at a local nightclub located on 8 Mile Road in Detroit on April 11, 2006, Proof reportedly got into an altercation with another man named Keith Bender that ended similar to the depiction in the Toy Soldiers video. The most accurate account of that dreadful night says Proof was shot and killed by onlooker and Bender's cousin, Mario Etheridge, before he shot Bender, who later died 8 days later. On the contrary, which one of the men was acting in self-defense against the other remains an unsolved mystery. In his 32 years of life, Proof was known for his droll sense of humor, daredevil personality, and uncanny freestyle ability for battle rapping. After his death was a clear catalyst that led to Eminem's drug abuse that almost cost him his life and career shortly after.
I remember when that situation happened, and you know, we had to go to the hospital and shit, and you know, it was me, D, and the whole D12 went in the room, and just saw him laying there like that. You know, it was just everybody was just fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It was just a fucked up time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure he took it as hard as all of us. You know, or even harder, being how close he was. But you know, that didn't matter. Everybody took it hard. You know what I'm saying? It was just a rough period.
Number 2. Big L. When rappers like Tupac and Biggie get considered for the title of greatest rapper of all time, one name usually comes up in the conversation: Big L. His unmatched wordplay and highly versatile vocal ability inspired generations of iconic rappers like Eminem, Busta Rhymes, Swizz Beatz, Dave East, A$AP Rocky. In addition to his legendary talent and contribution to the hip-hop genre, his tragic passing will always mark the hearts of hip-hop lovers. On February 11th, 1999, just 1 year after Big L released the final classic single of his career, Ebonics, the Harlem great was tragically gunned down in a drive-by shooting in his neighborhood. Gerard Woodley, one of Big L's childhood friends, was arrested 3 months later for the crime. It's a good possibility it was retaliation for something Big L's brother did, or Woodley believed he had done, said the spokesperson for the New York City Police Department. He was only 24 years old.
My name is Carme, and I would like to know who or what inspired you to become an artist.
As far as being an MC, you know, the first rapper that really got me into wanting to be an MC was a dude by the name of Big L.
Wow.
From Harlem. And that was like the dude that made me want to pick up a pen and write.
I know, but not only that, Sway, they should also know who Big L is.
Yes.
Right. Mac mentioned it in just in passing like that, but he is the artist and the MC who inspired him. He lost his life. And a lot of artists, especially producers that you hear now who produce some of the major artists, they actually speak of him and has produced his music. So Big L is definitely an artist that you guys should look
Google
up.
that.
Google him.
Yo, you on iPad, Google him, man.
Number 3, Camouflage. This dreadlock rapper was gaining traction in the early 2000s as an independent artist who hailed from Savannah, Georgia. Camouflage made a name for himself through his group Crime Affiliates and additional solo projects, including I Represent, which sold 50,000 on Pure Pain Records. As Camouflage began to attain recognition in major rap magazines for his solo artist work, haters began to infiltrate his life in the worst way. In May 2003, as the 21-year-old gangster rapper was walking with his young son outside the Pure Pain studio in Savannah, Camouflage was murdered in a drive-by shooting. His son was unharmed during the incident and his killer was never found. His kids, however, have carried on his hip-hop legacy.
He was in front of the studio with a child in his arm. Come on, man, broad daylight?
That's beyond my comprehension of irrational behavior. When I think of very irrational things people can do, I could never think of an individual killing someone, holding a child who didn't pose any threat to you, who's never done anything to you, who you knew had nothing to do with any of the crimes and shootings that took place before. That is an individual that I would hope to never be around me, my children, my family ever. That is a monster. And I'm glad to be able to take the opportunity to actually address that.
Number 4, XXXTentacion. Well known for his depressing and at times devastating music that brought attention to mental health, the rapper who influenced fellow artists like Lil Pump, Trippie Redd, Smoke Perp, and 6ix9ine also became another life gone too soon. On June 18th, 2018, X was leaving a local motorcycle dealership in his neighborhood of Deerfield Beach, Florida, and was blocked from exiting the car park by a black Dodge Journey SUV. 2 armed men exited the SUV and approached the rapper while he was sitting in the driver's seat. A brief struggle occurred, and the armed men reached inside the rapper's vehicle, stole a small Louis Vuitton bag before shooting him multiple times and fleeing the scene. He was transported by paramedics to the nearby Broward Health North Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Suspect Dedrick Devontae Williams of Pompano Beach was arrested 2 days after the shooting and charged with first-degree murder without premeditation.
These rappers, man, y'all gotta change y'all music, man. Father is judging. I mean, he was too young to go. 20 years old. 20 years old, man. The youth, man. My young people, man, y'all gotta wake up, man. It's time, man. The father ain't playing no more. Like, people are, what a man a prophet the whole world and lose his soul. My man was only 20 years old, y'all. Like, y'all don't want to hear this, but listen, we gotta change. We gotta change. We gotta get this stuff right. We gotta change the music. We gotta change. We gotta go back positive, y'all. We gotta go back righteous, y'all. We gotta get right, y'all.
Number 5, Nipsey Hussle. In today's world where mumbling and showing off easily gets all the attention of the new generation of hip-hop fans, it's easy to have missed the remarkable artist that was Nipsey Hussle. Despite being one of the most talented and hardest working artists of his time, the LA rapper was anything but proud or selfish. Despite taking every opportunity to give back to his neighborhood through different community aid initiatives, Hussle was murdered outside his store in South Los Angeles on March 31st, 2019. According to police sources, Hussle was shot multiple times in the parking lot of his store at about 3:25 p.m. He was hit 5 times in the torso and once in the head. 2 others were wounded in the shooting. All 3 victims were transported to a hospital where Hussle was pronounced dead. He was 33 years old. Police identified 29-year-old Eric Holder as a suspect, and at the time of recording this video, investigators believed Holder was known to the rapper and that the shooting was possibly motivated by a personal matter.
You know what I noticed? That keeping it real might be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Everybody always say, you know, you make money, you leave your hood, you come back to the hood, you invest in the hood, you know what I'm saying? Put your homies on, you do everything right, keeping it real. Well, that's exactly what Nipsey did. Nipsey went, he left the hood, came back. He didn't build a store in Beverly Hills in Malibu or anything like that. He built a store in his hood and kept it real, had his niggas around, had his people around. And guess what keeping it real got him? This is crazy. I bet it was somebody who looked just like him who did it. This guy played the game right. He did everything right. There was nothing. You never heard of him snitching. You never heard of him being a sucker. You never heard of him doing no bullshit. He played the game right. And where is he at? Keeping it real. I think that we was growing up, and I think keeping it real was actually keeping it wrong. Rest in peace, Nipsey.
This is just a short list of icons who have tragically lost their lives in the place that was home to them and which they were supposed to feel and be the safest. So rappers, especially successful ones, are constantly faced with a difficult dilemma caused by this sad reality. Do they stay around their generally poor and insecure neighborhoods and be considered as real while facing a constant risk to their lives? Or do they disconnect from their communities and live the relatively safer lifestyles their money can well afford them while being looked upon as fake? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section, and let us know which other rappers we've not mentioned. Rest in peace to all of them. Please subscribe to our channel and check out these other cool videos we know you would love.